What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? Well, members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you receive a notification every time that I drop a video. Let's get into it. This takes us right back to Wayside, Los Angeles County Jail, part 4 of the war between the blacks and the SouthSiders. By now, we have had 3 riots. Me, Front Street, and every other black that's in that dorm, as well as the other dorms in Wayside. Because when one dorm went up at that time, every dorm went up. And now it is abundantly clear to me that the SouthSiders are not happy. In fact, it can be said that they are pissed. Well, with the blacks taking off 3 different times, being the aggressors, they're not necessarily upset at the riots. Riots have been happening up here for months upon months, vicious and bloody and constant riots. They're merely upset at the fact that you can say they're the victims or whatever. They're not the aggressor. They got taken off upon 3 separate times. They're unaccustomed to this. They are not used to this. And so, though I didn't know much about the politics and much about the SouthSiders, I was quickly learning that they were very structured and very serious, and that they stuck together. I heard stories about how they like to use weapons constantly. I'm coming from CYA, YTS, and Paso. Not many weapons are used in YA. If there is a weapon used, oftentimes it's a battery pack, batteries inside of a sock, soap inside of a sock. No one is really walking around with big knives on them, stabbing people in CYA. And again, this is my first time in the Los Angeles County Jail, so I'm just learning about weaponry and how the SouthSiders like to use weapons all of the time. Well, I was going to have to be a quick learner, because now I have a target on my back. Not only do they want Front Street out of Wayside, out of that dorm, and off the face of the earth, they now feel the same about me. It's been made clear to me that they want me gone. However, they came with a bit of a ploy, a bit of a ruse, and I should have known better. But I was 19 years old and unaccustomed to the politics. But they came and they said, "Hey, big fella, the SouthSiders want to talk to you on Front Street. They want to quell this situation and stop this war." This is what a black came and said. I talked to them, bro. They seem like they on the up and up. They just want to, at this time, we on bunk status. We done had the other riot, the 3rd riot. They done cleaned everything up. We're all still there in the dorm. We've only been on bunk status for a few hours. After everything had calmed down, people still got mace in their damn face trying to get it out. People are still leaking, upset. It's been riot after riot in this dorm now. It's a war. Shit is still messy in there. Everybody just want to sit down and chill, man. Nobody want to be bothered. After the riot has dissipated, they come and tell me and Front Street that the SouthSiders would like to have a word with us. This is just hours later. And I told him, I said, well, I'm no shot caller. They're talking to the wrong person, are they not? But yeah, bro, they feel like if they talk to you and Front Street and get y'all to get on the same page with them, that the war could end. That if you agree, Front Street agree, let's just end this shit, that it can end right now, bro. And really, we trying to end it. It's been going on for a little while. It started over some nonsense over a TV show and over Front Street arguing with the SouthSider to begin with, who was disrespecting him. And let's just get this over with. So I said, okay, now I'm not knowing any better. I was a little nervous. I was thinking they could be up to something. But the black dude is telling me, and today I would handle this different. At that time, not so much. I'm trusting what the black dude is telling me, which is that they just want to talk to us and get this over with. Front Street pretty much knew better or should have known better. He was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't trust that. But whatever, none of us want to mark out. None of us want to look like cowards and say, well, we ain't going to go over there and talk to him. So I got my weapon and Front Street got his. Now, the blacks had caught wind to what was going on, and a couple of them did tell me, bro, don't go over there without us. Don't go over there without security. You got to take somebody with you. I don't trust them, man. They real sneaky. But at this time, again, I can't emphasize enough, I don't realize how sneaky the SouthSiders really are. I was quick to find out that they had enacted a bit of subterfuge. Hidden beneath the surface was a desire to remove me and Front Street from Wayside. I pretty much knew it. But again, I just took the blacks' word when they said that they wanted to discuss this and end the war. Me and Front Street make our way over there to where a group of Mexicans are conversing. And the head guy, he begins to talk. Now, it's about 3 blacks that followed me and Front Street over there. They too have weapons. They were the security. And the SouthSiders just began to say that they want to end this war. It's been going on long enough. It started over some nonsense, homie. You know, if we can just all agree to let it go, we can just let this shit go. So Front Street begins to talk. And he's about to say, I can see, man, your homeboy, talking about the SouthSider that he argued with to begin with, is the one that started it or whatever. Your homeboy started this riot. He was like, man, your homeboy, but before he can say anything else, the SouthSider, one of the SouthSiders, had swung a weapon at him. And at the same time, they swung a weapon at me. Hit me right here in the back of my forearm, poked me. And then I got poked in the leg as well. Like 3 of them started swinging weapons on me. I managed to get my weapon out and started swinging it back at them. And we was basically just right there. That's the first time really I've been poked up in jail. Cut up, scratched up a little bit. It wasn't nothing, I didn't go to, my life was not hanging in the balance. But they tried to poke me. They did poke me. They scratched me up and I poked a couple of their ass back. I poked a couple of them back. And so did Front Street, but now I'm pissed. The blacks, they all right there. They all jumped in. They jumped up. And it's on once again, the 4th riot. It's on in all the dorms. We hear it going up. It's on. I said, man, but I'm mad. I said, man, they said they wanted to end this shit. I should have known better, though. Now I would know better. But at that time, I'm really thinking that they just wanted to talk and end it. And then they put out knives. After talking just for a second, it was all planned, bro. They pull out knives and start swinging on me and Front Street. And they hit Front Street, too. He got poked and I got poked. I was pissed. I said, okay, this is how y'all want to do it. This game y'all want to play. Now it's on for. I don't want. It's on. It's not over. I don't want to hear y'all come and say anything about it's over a month from now, 2 months from now. I'm not going to believe you. I don't want to hear you say you just want to talk to me to end the war. There is no more talking. Just understand, y'all did that. Y'all poked me. Y'all poked Front Street. We poked y'all back, though. And then went up in the dorm. Bodies were flying everywhere because I was mad. Oh, yeah, I put in some work on that day. But I was leaking. My leg was bleeding and my arm. I said, all right. Cool. And then they came in, squashed the riot, did the police, and this time they took me and Front Street to the hole. They figured somehow that we were behind a lot of this stuff that was going on here in the dorm, even though we were not behind it. We were just not bowing down to the forces that be. They took some Southsiders to the hole as well. No one was charged with anything. They just took it to the hole to try to, quell everything, calm everything down. Because the shit was getting out of hand. It's a war. And now people are bleeding. Now I'm bleeding and Front Street's bleeding. Other Southsiders are bleeding. And the situation is bad and they cannot get a handle on it. And I'm sitting there in the hole and I'm saying to myself, if y'all send me back to this dorm, it's going up immediately. In whatever dorm y'all send me to, it's going up. I was in there, I was perturbed, and I was brooding. I said the unmitigated gall and the audacity of the Southsiders to lure me to sleep with the promise of a peace treaty. Call me over there under the guise of working everything out, only for me to let my defenses down and be attacked with a weapon. Yeah, I felt betrayed. I understand that it's war and all is fair in war, but I had never lured any of them over pretending that we were cool and then attacked them. So I had took it personal. I was in the hole and I was pacing back and forth. And the police began to come to my cell and say, man, is this shit over with? We let you back to the dorm. Is this shit over with? It's been 4 riots now. This shit need to stop. It's been 40 riots before I got here. Nobody was trying to stop nothing. As long as the Southsiders was attacking us. But okay, y'all think it's finna stop now? No, the Southsiders they got off. They attacked, bro. We got over the first 3 riots. They had enough of that. They called me and Front Street over and they attacked us with weapons, trying to remove us, sent us to the hole. I'm chomping at the bit to get out of the hole and get some retribution. I'll tell the police whatever I have to accomplish that. So I told them, well, yes, it's over. Everything's good. We want to end this nonsense as well. We don't want people to get hurt, to continuously get hurt. It all started over something trivial and minute, and cooler heads must prevail. So yeah, we'll sit down with the forces that be, the shot callers, the leaders, and we'll go over this and resolve this verbally from this point forward. And the police said, well, okay, good, fine, we'll let you out. And y'all do just that. They told the Southsiders the same thing. We want this stuff to end. End it now. They just wanted the blacks to stop being the aggressors, because as long as the Southsiders were the aggressors, the police didn't give a damn about any riots happening there in Wayside. But I had different plans. Having been cut and bleeding about the arm and the leg area, and having been injured with my pride, wounded, having been lured to sleep and then attacked. And I promised that I was going to get out of the hole, enter a dorm, and go ape shit crazy. And after sitting in the hole for a couple of weeks, the police came by and said, we're going to let you back to a dorm, and they're going to send you to the same dorm, and we're going to separate you and Front Street. But we are going to send you to a dorm. We can't keep you in here in the hole forever. We thought about sending your ass to the county, putting you in high power. We want these riots to stop. But instead, we're going to give you a chance and send you to another dorm. Do not go to that dorm starting anything as if I'm the problem. I just got stabbed up. They talking to me like I'm the problem. Okay. Don't go to that dorm starting anything. Go and be cool and be calm. And program. Yes, sir. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to let you out the hole tomorrow, they said. And all that night, I couldn't really sleep because I was just so angry. I've been in the hole now maybe 2.5 weeks or so, close to 3 weeks. And my wounds had healed some, but not my mental wounds, having been physically attacked with that weapon. And the next day, they made good on their promise, and they came to my door and said, "Porter, roll it up. You're going to a dorm." My heart began to beat just a little as I began to roll up my property, and I'm reminiscing about all that had transpired in all of my life. Why me? Why do I have to go through all of this stuff? Because now I know I'm heading back to a dorm, and I have to make good. The war, it must continue. And in fact, it's going to escalate because blood has been drawn. I rolled up my property, and they opened the door, and I walked out. We went down the hall and got to another dorm. I saw some faces that I knew before they even opened the gate. SouthSiders and blacks that I knew. And I just shook my head and said, "Well, here goes nothing." And when I come back, I'll let you know what happened when I went inside of that dorm. Spoiler alert, it got ugly. In the meantime, stay free, people.